Right, this is my garden, and I thought I'd give you a little tour around to show you what I'm doing to rewild it. So this all started as a bit of an experiment, really. This little spot here last year used to be a pond here. It all got a bit of a mess. There was all sorts of shit chucked in there. Anyway, we cleared it out, and then last year, just as an experiment, I put some wildflower seed in, just to see what happened. So anyway, this is the second year now. I haven't touched it. I didn't mow it back like you're supposed to, because I just wanted to see what had happened with it. So this is the first part of the project that's now becoming something a lot bigger as I try and wild even more of the garden and bring in more nature, more wildlife. So so I've seen what's come back this year, and it's doing quite well. There's oxeye daisies in there, there's yellow bird's foot, there's teasels have come up that I planted last year. They just did nothing last year, but they are a biennial, so I mean they're huge now. They're going to shoot right up. Hopefully they'll get the goldfinches in, because goldfinches love them. I've got a cherry tree in there now that went in this year. It was funny enough, was from Morrison's. It was like 12 quid or something like that. I've got a rowan tree in over there, and it's all geared towards bringing certain species into the garden and gradually growing it and getting more and more life going. Right, so this section along the side of the shed I planted this year, and I did it all quite late. I mean, it was getting towards the end of the March, and I was like, oh, I've got to get stuff in, I've got to get stuff in. So I wild seeded this again, and for some reason it's gone absolutely poppy mad. I mean, this morning this was a sea of red, but they don't last long, and they've already dropped off, but you can see there's more buds already here, and these will open the next few days. But they literally last a day or two and they're gone, and then the next batch comes, and it's usually in the mornings. They come up first thing in the morning. This was an absolute sea of red this morning, and it's absolutely full of bees. Dozens and dozens of bees in here this morning. What else I've put in this section is I've got outer buckthorn and common buckthorn, which are getting a bit buried by the poppers. In the next few years they'll come up. The reason I put those in is they are the main larvae food of brimstone butterflies. And like with a lot of things in this garden, it's designed towards the little guys, the insects, to get that life cycle going. And you can't be a tidy gardener, you've got to let nature do its own thing. So I mean, there's all sorts of species in here, and all the bugs are starting to come in now. I'm starting to see a lot of caterpillars, there's loads of bees, and it's the whole life cycle will spin up, and that wheel will get bigger and bigger and bigger. I mean, once these buckthorns come up, and these outer buckthorns, they'll get quite high, and hopefully that'll get the brimstone butterflies in. Right, so there's also stuff I haven't planted from when I built the shed last year. There's stuff that's self-seeded. So this buddleia last year, I don't know where it came from. This will come out later in the summer in huge purple flowers, and the bees absolutely love it. And at the moment, I'm getting these caterpillars on it. I can't remember what they're called now, moorherns, or they're turning into moorhern moths. There's actually one up here now. And that's probably last few days I've seen about 4 different species of moth and butterfly caterpillars at the minute, this is exactly what I want. It's creating that habitat for them to come in. And a lot of studies have shown that a good mixed biodiverse wildlife garden will hold more life than a nature reserve. So I mean, this little plot of paradise for insects, and they really do need our help at the minute. Insects have been really struggling the last few years. So yeah, there's buddleia self-seeded. Behind him there's a little willow tree coming up, so I actually chopped this down last winter and it's shot back up again. So I'm trying to give the willow tree off a chance, because that's self-seeded, because I want him to grow as well. But yeah, it's all about that biodiversity, getting all the life in, and eventually more and more and more will come. I'm getting a lot more birds in the garden now, but I need to put more trees in, get the bushes up and the shrubs up, and that provides cover for the birds, and then hopefully we'll get the tits in and everything else. There is mice in here, I've seen them in the winter. We've got brownfield mice. There's a rat that comes and helps itself to the bird food sometimes, but that's fine. This is what I want. It's a wild garden. It's not about mowing the lawn, keeping up with the Joneses. You've got to let nature do its thing. If you want a real wild garden, you've got to let nature do its thing. Right, so another one that's self-seeded is this. And I didn't know what this was until it started to come up. And as you can see, this is what started growing in probably about March. I mean, we're mid-June now. So this is a mustard green. All I got up first were these massive leaves, but I thought I'd leave it alone, see what it is. Now it's flowered. It's past its best for flowering now. But yeah, it came up with these beautiful flowers. That's brought in now the caterpillars again, which are the cabbage white caterpillars, which are the large cabbage white butterflies. Now it's covered in aphids as the flowers are going off. And because the aphids have come, I'm now starting to see loads of ladybirds in the garden, which feed on the aphids. So again, that cycle of life keeps on going. So you can see this has got absolutely huge. I mean, this shed's just over 2 meters tall, and it's gone right up there within what, 2-3 months. So yeah, quite impressed with this. You can actually eat these, and you can make mustard from them, from the seeds, but no, it's not for me, it's for nature. So yeah, and that one just self-seeded. Don't know where it came from, but all the bugs and the caterpillars seem to be loving it. So, and again, the caterpillars and the bugs feed the birds as well. Right, so another section I put in, there's this little island in the middle of the lawn here. This all went in late again, end of March. I was rushing to get it in. So we've got a rowan tree in the middle, which was from B&Q, about 40 quid. That was like a stick when I bought it. It was just a twig, no leaves, nothing. So I mean, that was like end of March. I mean, look at it now, it's gone crazy. Got a dogwood down there, and again, the rest is wildflower seed. This is the same seed that I put over there where the poppies have come up. But for some reason, this one seems to be a little bit more mixed, which is what I expected, whereas the poppies have gone absolutely berserk over there. There is poppies in here, but there's loads of other wildflowers coming up as well. So the rowan tree is, so the reason behind it is, again, to give wildlife food through the winter. So I mean, the rowan gives flowers really early, and this did actually flower pretty quickly. Those flowers will turn into berries for the winter, which is great for the birds, like blackbirds and thrushes and that, absolutely love them. Also, the rowan tree's got a lot of folklore behind it. It's supposed to ward off witches and evil spirits, good luck. I mean, it's called the rowan or the mountain ash. In Ireland, they call it the wizard's tree. So there's loads of folklore behind it, but it's just a really good hardy tree. We're quite high up here as well, and they love stuff like this. So that's the reason behind the tree. So yeah, this is just the beginning stages of what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get more species in. When you do something like this, you've got to think long term. Where's it going to be in 5-10 years? Like I say, I need to put more trees in because that will give the cover for the birds from predators, like especially sparrowhawks. And I've seen plenty of sparrowhawks around here. You say I don't get birds in my garden. If you haven't got the cover for the small birds, you won't get them in. You need that cover. I mean, this garden just used to be crap grass, and it's a mess of grass as well. I mean, I just mow the middle bit now, but I don't let it go too short. We get a lot of slow worms in here as well. So, yeah, and I hate it when I accidentally mow slow worms. So, and when I cut the grass now, I cut it quite long. I don't take it right down to the earth. I like the boundaries. I'm leaving the boundaries to grow. It's just, you've got to be messy. You can't, as humans, we like to manicure everything. If you want a real wild garden, you've got to let it go. You've got to let it do its thing. So anyway, for the future, this shed's going to go on all this vine weed here that drives me absolutely nuts. But again, until I'm ready to take it out, I will leave the vine weed because it gives these beautiful white flowers that the bees absolutely love. So yeah, there's going to be more trees. I'd like to get sort of birch in. I'd love to get some elder in, another great one for the birds and winter food. Big one is a wildlife pond. That's the last key to the puzzle. You get water in and a proper wildlife pond, no fish, no pumps, a proper wildlife pond with the right plants, and that will really bring the wildlife in then. So that's the future plan. And so yeah, I hope you've enjoyed this video. I mean, this is a long-term project, just to wild my garden. It's great, it's starting to work already. The amount of insects I've seen coming in now, especially now the summer's really getting going. And I mean, the insects are really, really struggling at the minute. I mean, I ride a bike and you used to get them all over your visor, all over your bike. I mean, last year there was nothing. And you probably know if you drive a car, there was nothing on your number plates, on your bonnets. So they really need a help, and you give them help through wild gardens like this with loads of diverse native species. Well, not so much native, but I'm trying to give the native species because I know certain species help certain insects. So, but yeah, so that's the future plan. So yeah, so if you've enjoyed this little insight into what I'm trying to do, give me a like and a sub, and I will do an update, maybe when I've done the pond this year, hopefully, if I get time. So yeah, for now, till next time, bye.